Welcome back. Today's video is part 3 of our series on making a potted dragonfruit trellis and is about the soil preparation and planting. Part 1 was about selecting the correct timber for the trellis, and part 2 was about constructing the trellis. If you've not seen either of these parts in this series, please click on the links in the description below or wait till you get to the end of this video for a link to those videos. Let's begin. The soil we use is a mix of 50% of a good potting mix like the Searles Potting Mix Peat 80 Formula Platinum 30-litre bags, which we purchased from the local Bunnings. The remaining 50% is a mix of relatively equal parts of coarse river sand, perlite, vermiculite and homemade compost, with a couple of handfuls of rock dust tossed in. We would then mix these using a shovel in a wheelbarrow and keep mixing until the soil looks reasonably homogeneous. It's best to move the trellis with the pot into its final position before filling the pot, as otherwise the pot, the soil and the trellis may become too heavy to move around easily. We will populate the trellis with 4 young plants grown from cuttings. The first one has been planted. These plants have grown a little too high for our liking and should have been about half the size before transplanting. When planting, it is important to ensure that the flat side of the stems face the post of the trellis so that their aerial roots can clasp the post well when growing. They're then secured using plant ties, which are readily available from Amazon. That is a flat side facing the post. And that's a flat side. We normally tie individual plants to the trellis first so that they're all independently secured before tying all of them with a few common ties. We also snip the tops of these young stems to force them to branch out horizontally just above the trellis, as otherwise they keep growing longer without branching. Also, these stems are cut at an angle because water may collect on the fresh cut wound and lead to infection and damage if they were horizontally cut. We shall demonstrate this cut for the 4th stem to get the prominent ribs to burst into new stems to grow horizontally. So we're going to do the cut now, and as you can see, we're going to retain that rib and the one at the back, which will be exposed after completing the cut at an angle. Now these ribs will shoot in the directions towards us. So those are the final touches, and now it's a matter of just fertilizing these new transplants. There it is, a completed dragonfruit trellis with plants. Just take care of these with a 3-monthly fertilizing schedule using dynamic lifter and blood and bone, and you'll get plenty of fruit like all these other ones that are fruiting now. We also use a fertilizer known as Triple Boost here in Australia every 3 weeks or so. It's a 10-10-10 organic fertilizer. We buy ours from the local Farmcraft store. We'll include a link to their website in the description below. So there you go. Enjoy your dragon fruits. Thanks for watching. We hope you can source the materials and build these trellises yourselves, as we did, without prior experience. If you're interested in watching further episodes from our channel, please feel free to like and hit the subscribe button so as not to miss any of our videos in the future. Enjoy growing your dragon fruits.